Let's talk a little bit more about the myths that naive parents fall prey to. I
Yeah.
love the 7 myths you outline in your book. And what are some of those, and how can we be looking out for them?
Well, the biggest myth is that you can keep your kids safe by keeping them off technology. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Second myth is like, well, even if they are on the social media platforms, they're going to protect them somehow. They're going to make sure my 13-year-old doesn't see pornography. Well, no, that's not true.
Right.
They're going to feed your 13-year-old whatever your 13-year-old wants to see. And there are studies. Wall Street Journal did an incredible study on this very issue with a 13-year-old bot that they had created. And by the time they were done having the 13-year-old search for what it was interested in, TikTok and its For You page fed that 13-year-old 569 videos on drugs and over 100 videos on pornography.
What?
And when, Wall Street Journal went back to TikTok and said, how could it's a 13-year-old, granted it's a bot. They said, we're not the parents. That's a user. We give it what it wants to see. So
That sounds like a drug dealer. Things a drug dealer would say.
seriously,
That's a user.
it's
We
not my
give it-
problem. I give it what it wants. My kids deserve online privacy. They absolutely do not. I keep saying,
That's
kids,
one of the myths.
yeah, like
Yeah.
my kids deserve privacy.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the over-intrusive parent. I'm like, you know what? Have a rule. Get your kid a diary. Talking about the 80s from 1985. Have your kid write whatever they want in the diary, and you don't open the diary and put it under the bed.
There's your privacy.
There's your privacy. But when you're on the World Wide Web, talking to anyone about anything, sharing, no, that's not the space
Yeah.
for privacy. So there were quite a few. Kids would say, well, I can handle, at the end of the day, I really can handle what I'm seeing. No, you can't.
No one can.
And mental health experts who've been studying this will say depression's gone up by triple-digit percentages, self-harm's gone up, suicidal ideation, and suicide. Because kids cannot ultimately handle stuff they're not mature enough to handle.
Right.